Alright guys, today we're going to mount the classic bike Reich luggage spacer on the Scrambler 900. Here's what the spacer looks like, and it comes with these 3 different bolts in length. You're going to need to use the longest one for your footrest because it needs to grab onto the spacer on the back as well. And the second longest one you're going to use on the shock absorber. So the spacer is held by the left shock absorber's bolt, which is a 10mm Allen wrench, and by the nut on the left passenger footrest, which is a 12mm socket. Once you take off the original bolt from the shock, you will find this washer. Now it's very important that you place this washer before you mount the spacer, so the spacer doesn't directly sit on the shock absorber's frame. We're going to mount the lower part of the spacer first to the footrest, and then we'll tighten up everything as per the torque specs. Keep in mind you will need to hold the bolt on the footrest here with something, because otherwise it will rotate while you're tightening the nut on the back. Otherwise you'll need to disassemble the entire footrest, which is not that hard to do, but it's a step you can avoid. In case you do need to disassemble the footrest, here's how to do it. We have this little pin here, not sure if you can see it, but we need to push it out. It comes off very easily and you don't need any specific tools. There it is. Now you can just push this pin out like this. When you pull out the footrest, hold this part here, because we have this little ball bearing that sits on the footrest right here. And when you assemble it, the footrest sits exactly like this. It's very important because the ball bearing falls out very easily. Once again, it's also greased, so be careful and don't lose this part. This is how the footrest is supposed to look like, and when you're putting it back, hold it exactly like this. Put the pin back in, then put the lock by pressing it until you hear a little click sound. And there you have it, your footrest is back to working. We're going to mount the lower part of the spacer first to the footrest, and then we'll tighten up everything as per the torque specs. Don't forget to put the washer behind the spacer, and don't forget to put some blue tread locker on the bolt for the shock absorber. I'll go ahead and tighten it by hand just to hold things up, and we'll tighten it up afterwards with the torque wrench. Last but not least, we need to tighten it to the proper torque specs. We need a torque wrench for that. So the torque specs for the passenger's footrest are 27 Newton meters. And we need to tighten the shock absorber's bolt to 28 Newton meters. And there you have it, guys. This is how the spacer looks like on the bike. I think it's pretty subtle. And I had this little bag left in my garage, so this is sort of how it's going to look like with some luggage mounted on it. I hope this helps. Let me know what you think of the whole process.